Hi, and welcome back to the Wellness Abode. My name is Evan Esquera.
And I'm Dr. Melissa Esquera, and for the past 11 years in our functional medicine clinic, I've been specializing in helping women balance their female hormones using all natural remedies.
Today we want to talk to you about estrogen dominance, and today we're going to answer these 4 simple questions. Number 1, what are the signs of estrogen dominance? Number 2, what does estrogen dominance do to your body? Number 3, how does your body create estrogen dominance? And number 4, what can we do to treat estrogen dominance in our body naturally? And our first question of the day is, what are the signs and symptoms of estrogen dominance?
There are so many different signs and symptoms of estrogen dominance, which is why it's really common for conventional medicine doctors to kind of miss this as one of the things that need to be addressed with women. So a really common sign is the presence of endometriosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, PMDD, or really heavy menstrual cycles, really long cycles, anywhere over 28 plus days between your menstrual cycles, adult onset acne, weight gain, particularly in the lower abdomen and the hips, and cystic breasts. These are just a few signs and symptoms that could be related to estrogen dominance.
That leads to our second question of the day. What does estrogen dominance do to your body?
High levels of estrogen are going to cause an increase in inflammation in the system, which is going to cause you to feel more achy, hold on to more water retention, and maybe even just feel a little bit more sluggish during your day. High amounts of estrogen have a direct effect on the circulating levels of thyroid hormone in your body. So if your thyroid's doing a great job creating thyroid hormone, but you have high levels of estrogen, you could still end up with hypothyroidism or low amounts of thyroid hormone. Too much estrogen in the system is very much connected to symptoms of irritability and low emotional bandwidth.
Question number 3, how does our body create estrogen dominance, or these high levels of estrogen?
There are actually a couple of different mechanisms that can lead to estrogen dominance. And different patients actually can develop estrogen dominance with different sets of mechanisms active in their body. The good news is that you don't have to actually know exactly which mechanisms are present in your system, because all of them are absolutely manageable to address when you start to improve your lifestyle. The first mechanism that creates estrogen dominance is simply an overexposure of estrogen mimicking toxins. Here in the modern world, we are exposed to a lot of creature comforts that do make our life a little bit easier, but overall, many of these things are actually toxic to our system, particularly our estrogen levels. So do your very best to clean up your home by eliminating things like toxic cleaners, toxic body care products, and synthetic fragrances. All of these day-to-day products have the capacity to mimic estrogen and cause your body to go into estrogen dominant pattern. The second way your body can create estrogen dominance is simply by creating too much estrogen by itself. You see, the estrogen hormone actually comes from the testosterone hormone. The body takes testosterone that's created and breaks it down and creates estrogen. Sometimes when there's too much inflammation in the body and too much stress in the body, your system can overconvert testosterone into estrogen, meaning it's taking too much of that testosterone and shoving it down into estrogen. A simple solution for this would be to look at ways that you can lower inflammation in your day-to-day life and ways that you can lower stress. The third way that your body can end up with too much estrogen is because the liver might not be properly or efficiently breaking down extra estrogen levels in the body and excreting them appropriately. You see, the body creates hormones, but the liver is meant to break down those hormones into a water-soluble source and excrete them out either through the urogenital tract or through the digestive system. Most of it will go out actually through the intestinal tract. If there's any breakdown in the 3 phases of the liver detoxification process, what can happen is those estrogen metabolites, before they get a chance to make their way out, they actually get reabsorbed throughout the body, and then you can end up with too much estrogen. And then the fourth way that you can end up with too much estrogen might not even have to do with the fact that estrogen in and of itself is too high, but simply because progesterone is too low. See, the brain perceives healthy estrogen levels not just by looking at estrogen by itself, but also looking at how estrogen measures up in ratio to progesterone. And so if your body's creating normal amounts of estrogen, but not enough progesterone, that ratio becomes skewed, and your brain interprets estrogen dominance as taking place and can activate those estrogen dominant symptoms.
And question number 4, what can we do to treat estrogen dominance and balance our hormones naturally?
So we at the Wellness Abode are big advocates for empowering you to be the healer in your home. The first thing we can do is try to lower those estrogen mimicking toxins that you might be exposed to every day. A very simple solution for this is to bring in all natural cleaners. Start with that. And then start to replace synthetic fragrances with natural fragrances like essential oils. In terms of natural cleaning lines and natural body care products, we love doTERRA's natural cleaning line and doTERRA's natural body products. It just makes it super easy to go ahead and order all that stuff from one location. Number 2 is to lower stress. We already talked about how stress fuels one of those 4 mechanisms, well, a couple of those mechanisms that can lead to estrogen dominance. A really simple way that you can do this is to bring essential oils into your life and get out and go on a 30-minute walk every single day. The simple act of walking for 30 minutes can actually bring circulating stress hormones back down into normal range, making it harder for your body to continuously fuel estrogen dominance. And the final way that we want to empower you to get estrogen levels back into normal range is to go ahead and make this estrogen balancing tincture that we have. It includes progesterone boosting essential oils like celery seed and thyme, and we added the oil turmeric because turmeric helps to keep inflammation down and also supports a healthy liver. The way to make this tincture is to get yourself an empty 1 ounce dropper bottle. From there, you'll go ahead and add equal parts of each of the essential oils into that 1 ounce dropper bottle. And now you have a tincture that's already pre-made that you can use to go ahead and make your own estrogen balancing veggie cap. Once the tincture is blended, the way that you can take it every day is you can add 3 to 6 drops of that blend in a veggie cap and take it twice daily. We recommend that you start with 3 drops twice a day and then work your way up to 6 drops twice a day. Keep in mind that this is a simple DIY approach to balancing estrogen levels naturally. So what we recommend you do is you give the tincture and some of the lifestyle changes a shot for the next 60 days. Give your body 60 days to really rally and respond to the remedies and the changes that you're making. If for some reason it's not quite enough, it's just an invitation for you to dig a little deeper.
If you want to dig a little deeper, you can check out our e-course in the e-course section of our brand new app. It's called Reverse Estrogen Dominance. And our app is called the Wellness Abode. You can find that on the Apple Store for iPhones and in the Google Play Store for Android phones.
And if you want to learn more about essential oils, functional medicine, and natural living, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button.
That's it for today. Thank you very much.